Hey, so today I want to talk about voting. Yes, I'm still inside. It's still too hot outside to do car conversations outside. So I'm going to change the name possibly. I don't know. But right now, we're just inside. So I want to talk about voting today. And I just want to be brief. But thinking about November, the midterm election, thinking about, there's a lot of conversation already about 2024. And really have been thinking about voting, and I was thinking about the differences in the way that Democrats and Republicans vote. Um, and Democrats, we have a problem. We have a problem. We have a serious problem in the way that we vote. We tend to look at voting as some sort of popularity contest, some sort of vote for Mr. or Miss Congeniality senior year book sort of situation. And that's not what's going on. What we are doing when we vote is we are looking for the strongest candidate to carry out our agenda. Um, the person that we believe will have the greatest impact in making our agenda come into fruition. That's how we need to look at this. Because I remember in 2016, hearing a lot of people, oh, I just don't like Hillary. She's not personable. She doesn't seem friendly. I wouldn't invite her to brunch or to tea. Who cares about all that? And then, after that, the Republicans came up with the email thing. So everybody's like, oh, her emails, her emails, but her emails. You know how I got beyond the fucking emails and I got over the fact that I was not interested in inviting this woman to brunch or having tea with her or a glass of wine? I looked at the alternative. I looked at the alternative. And the alternative, now we know for sure, was a crazed, narcissistic, habitual lying sociopath. That was the alternative. So, what I'm saying is, Democrats, we need to change our strategy. Our strategy needs to be about what person is going to be most impactful in regards to implementing our agenda. Um, Now let's flip it. Let's talk about the Republicans. Republicans, look at what they did. They looked beyond this person's character, this person's lies, this person sleeping with porn stars, this person having affairs, this person talking about grabbing women by the pee. They overlooked all the sexual assault allegations. They looked over the fact that this person doesn't pay any debt that he owes to anyone ever. They looked beyond all of that because what they wanted were federal judges, they wanted the Supreme Court, they wanted to not have to pay taxes, and they wanted brown babies in cages. And they got all that. They got everything they wanted on their agenda because they put in office a useful idiot that they knew if they fed the narcissist what he needed, they would get what they needed. They voted for their agenda. That's why I still, just yesterday, I was watching a video. I think that these people were in Arizona, and the interviewer was asking them about 45 running again. And over and over, they came up with all these different reasons why they felt like he shouldn't run again. But when asked the question if he is the candidate in 2024, would they vote for him? And they all said yes. Why do they say yes? After knowing what just happened, after they themselves just gave explanation after explanation as to why he shouldn't run. Why they say yes is because it's about the Republican agenda and not about the candidate. So here's what I'm suggesting: we need to take a page out of their book. None of this whole, don't like this person, what have you. I've heard a lot about that, a lot of that about Kamala Harris. She's not trying to be your best friend either. I know some of you out there voted for her because you saw how strong she was in Senate meetings, but you didn't necessarily care for the person or whatever, however she spoke to certain people, whatever. But some of you still voted for her for the reasons that you saw that you saw she was strong when she was in the Senate and that she would hold people's feet to the fire. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Because we have cinema and we have Manchin, and they don't do shit for us. They don't do shit for us. Um, well, I think cinema had something to do with the common sense gun law that did pass. So I'll give her that. I'll give her credit for that. But other than that, where have they been? So what we're looking at in November is we have to get two other senators. We have to elect two additional Democratic senators, and we have to hold all of our seats in order to hold the Senate, hold the House, and then also, of course, we still have the White House. So I want you really all to think about how you vote. Moving forward, I'm not saying go out there and vote for some narcissistic, antisocial personality disordered, malignant liar. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying just pick anyone. But what I am saying is we need to really be more focused on those candidates that we know will have the greatest impact on our agenda, the things that we want to get done, the things that we want to see accomplished, and to be able to stop this rolling back into the whatever century that's happening right now in America.